Paula. I'm executive editor at TMC, and I'm here at our show IT Expo in Miami. I'm speaking to Jason Cohen. He's president and COO of Allied Fiber. Jason, Allied Fiber is building a dark fiber network. Can you talk a little bit about it and what are the unique aspects to this dark fiber network?
Sure, Paula. Well, Allied Fiber is building the first long-haul network in the U.S. that's been built in over 10 years. Some of the unique things about the network that we're building is that, first of all, we're building both long-haul and short-haul fiber. So we're putting fibers into separate ducts. The long-haul fibers we will let the customers access at the endpoints and at the co-location facilities that we're building every 60 miles along the route. Those co-location facilities are neutral colos. Customers who buy dark fiber from us can put their own equipment in those colos, light their fibers, and do what they want. The short-haul fibers that we're also providing are designed specifically to be accessed anywhere along the route. So customers who are looking to intercept metro networks along the routes, cell towers, data centers, or any other things that would be in between the colos, they can access short-haul fibers, use those fibers to get to the next colo, mux up the traffic, and carry it along. Some of the other things that are unique are the fact that, unlike the networks that were built years ago, those networks were built by carriers specifically for their own use. So the colos were smaller, they were typically limited to just the carrier, and all the fibers were owned by the carrier. In our case, the networks are neutral. So we're offering dark fiber to anybody who wants to buy the fiber, as well as space in the colos. So we've opened up long-haul dark fiber to companies that traditionally couldn't get that kind of fiber. And that would include banks, financial institutions, government, search engine companies, social media companies, and anybody else who drives enough capacity that they could light their own fiber, and then also take advantage of the neutral colos. What that also means is not only can they put their gear in there, but we can let them cross-connect to other companies and also drop off services anywhere along the way. That's particularly of interest to some of the other types of companies like MSOs.
And what is the timeline for this dark fiber network, and where is it?
Well, we've divided the network around the country into phases. Our first phase, which is Chicago, New York, Ashburn, Virginia, is underway. We've completed virtually all the duct for that, and within a few weeks we plan to start jetting cable. It's about 1,300 route miles times the first two cables going in, so we'll be jetting about 2,600 miles of cable, splicing it, and building all 19 co-locations for phase one. We expect to have phase one completed by the end of this year, 2012. But we also have been able to take advantage of a unique customer opportunity that came along, and as a result of that, we've actually jumped ahead and been able to get some fiber jetting done in the portion of our phase two network. And phase two goes from Ashburn, Virginia, south through Atlanta to Miami. And we're working right now between Atlanta and Jacksonville, and have actually been able to get fiber into the middle of that between Macon and Valdosta. The next step in phase two will be to figure out, okay, do we now start going south from Valdosta and north from Macon to finish that up. But at the same time, we're getting everything going to complete phase one this year.
And I did want to ask you about one other thing. How much fiber are you putting in each route, and is there the ability to put in additional fiber in the future?
Well, in all of the routes that we build multiple ducts. And the first two ducts we're using for the initial build. So the first duct, we're putting in the first long haul cable, and that is 528 fibers. And the fibers, we put some of the fibers as non-zero dispersion shifted glass, and some of the fibers are an enhanced single mode glass. We use both glass types because different carriers have different needs depending on the application. The second cable that we're putting in at the same time is the first short haul cable, and that's a 216. There are some portions that may be a little smaller depending on the design of the network, but it's primarily a 216 through the entire short haul.
Great. All right. Well, thank you very much. Again, Paula Bernier with TMC at IT Expo in Miami. We look forward to seeing you at the next IT Expo show in Austin.